going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Looking for a place to pick up your pumpkins for the fall? Then the Hudson Valley Pumpkin Farm is the place to go. Located at 356 Hudson Road, Hudson Valley is 10 acres of fun waiting for you. They also have corn stalks, mums, and anything else you would need for the fall. It is open starting Saturday, September 14th, and will run every Saturday throughout the fall from 9 to 5 until they run out. You can also visit during the week upon request. For more information, use the QR code at the end of this commercial.
As a business owner and a supplier of pressure-treated materials, we have customers all over the country, but the relationships that I'm most proud of are the ones in our own community, the people that I serve, that I meet at Walmart, that I run into on the weekends. Those are the ones that I'm really proud of today.
When we started Finley Fence Supply almost 15 years ago, we decided to build our business on three core values: quality, value, and service. And Old South has proven to be a great partner. Their values match ours. Their quality is great every time. By using Old South material, we can give our customers great value for their money, and their service is unsurpassed. Anything that we need, they are Johnny on the spot to supply us. It's been a great partnership with us and Old South.
If you're looking for the right someone to mow your property, do landscaping, dirt work, land clearing, fence row clearing, bush hogging, or gutter clearing, call Shake Me Up Lawn Care today, 931-244-0841. Do you have a small farm, a big farm, or just critters in the backyard to feed? If you answered yes to any of those questions, then you need to make the short drive down to A&B Feeds in Etheridge, Tennessee today. Owner and operator Jamie Ayers has you covered and will treat you right. That's A&B Feeds in Etheridge, Tennessee.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we've provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air. When you need us, we'll be there.
Financial advisor Scott Beasley knows time spent with family is everything. As a founder of Beasley Wealth Management, his mission is to give clients the freedom to enjoy time with family without the burden of financial concerns. A local of Lawrenceburg, Scott deeply values building relationships with clients, ensuring they make informed decisions concerning asset management, tax planning, and retirement planning. Offering a free initial consultation, Beasley Wealth Management helps clients pursue their aspirations with confidence. A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. We assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us at Boston, Holt, and Durham.
Since opening our doors in 1904, Builtwell Bank has existed to be the local economic engine for the communities we serve. No matter if you're buying a car, saving for retirement, or finally buying that forever home, Builtwell Bank is here to help. From personal checking and savings accounts to a full suite of business and commercial banking with treasury management services. We'll make sure you'll have a dedicated Built Well banker that understands your unique needs and stands by you every step of the way. No matter where you are in Tennessee or Northwest Georgia, there's likely a Built Well bank location nearby. Come see us and let our dedicated financial team help you with all of your banking needs. Member FDIC.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome everybody to your X Sports Live. Oh, we are literally a bunch of one young kid out of college and a bunch of 40-plus-year-olds talking about farts here coming into the show. What a great way to start it. The start.
What a good way to start the show. What a way to start the show.
Oh, we are swinging for the fences right off the get-go, fellas.
Hey, it could be that show tonight.
Yeah. We're just glad to have Clint Brazier back on the show here tonight, even though I'm making everyone run late. I was at UNA's football practice, and we had to discuss some things before the show gets started. But it's good to have the band back together. We've got John, Paul, Ringo, and who's George. You're George. You're the bass player. Okay. You got to make your. Who's Ringo?
I'll be Ringo.
You'll be Ringo.
For him to be so ugly, he got a lot of girls.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'll just be the big ugly one then.
I'll be McCartney. You want to be Lennon?
I'm John Lennon.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Bunch of famous people. Well, guys, let's get right into week 3 of the high school football season. Then, obviously, we got a topic we got to discuss coming up here. But let's first start off with the two teams that are going to be facing on Friday night over at Loretto. How about we finally got a Summertown helmet, people?
We got the Summertown helmet.
Finally got the helmet, so all the controversy
it's all
can be
on
done.
that. Yeah, it's done.
It can be done
Hey,
right now.
all my Summertown people,
It's okay. Yeah, we got a helmet. We got all the helmets, basketball, anything else. Yep.
Hey, we're missing one thing, guys, and I will take care of that come up next week.
You're not going to bring a 5-foot owl in here.
All I'm saying is we're missing a really good piece of some Alabama furniture, and it'll be a surprise.
No, we're not. Yeah.
We're good.
Like how?
I like Smokey behind you.
How big are we
the
talking?
shelf.
He may have to stand in the corner.
Yeah.
Right behind
Does
Bridger.
it blow up?
I don't know what he'll do.
We'll fix that.
Yeah. So, especially if we had that old table that made
Actually, I'm
Clint
gonna bring
go
in
get
a little
stitches
Lego
last
guy
time.
about this tall in the city, America.
That'd be fine. I can
That's
handle
fine.
that.
We can do with that.
That's all right. I'd hate for y'all to like anything I like.
So Loretto gets a region win, good bounce back win at Harpeth. Summertown, first 3-0 start since 2016, trying to go to 4-0 for the first time since 2016. And guys, we got a really good matchup. Almost, what they say, styles make fights. Mm-hmm. And we got two teams, two pretty good defenses, two pretty good offenses, and we got a barn burner that we could have on Friday night.
Yeah, and it's two different offenses.
Yeah.
You've got more of the spread in Loretto because Mason gets out of the pocket so well, and he throws the ball down the field a lot. They got Reynolds. They don't have to say anything about him. Everybody knows about him.
Roberson, Thompson, they got plenty of weapons.
Yeah. And then you look at Summertown side, and you got this two-headed monster, kind of three-headed monster running game, and you got Stoll running football on top of McCrory and Quint. Yeah. So, I mean, man, but listen, I don't know what the kid's name is. It's the receiver, but he's
looking
going to – look, yeah, and I mean, man, I just think it's going to be a good one. I'm kind of glad that we're going to get to –
I think it tells two different defenses, too. Summertown did. I was on that call Friday night. They got a little exposed for the first time in 3 games, though. Hickman County marched down the field on them pretty much every time they had the football, and then Summertown would come up with a stop, come up with a fumble. I think 3 fumble recoveries.
I think so.
And 2 turnover on downs. Yeah. So they bowed up when they had to, but they kind of threw at will on Summertown. Very athletic quarterback. Hickman County may be the best 0-3 team you'll see. Very athletic, but kept kicking themselves in the foot. But I may see what Summertown went to work on this week, because you know that aerial attack's going to be there Friday night.
They know it's coming too.
But as Dusty said, I think it's going to be whoever can play their style of football. Summertown is going to try to run between the tackles with Quint Smith and Caden McCrory. And they're going to make that clock run and run and run and make it a slow game, and they're going to pin their ears back on defense. And I think Loretta's going to say, we're going to open it up and make you have to catch us.
And don't forget Nicholas McDowell, running back.
They
got a good running game with a good offensive line.
I say he had like at least 3 touchdowns for Loretta against Harpeth this past week.
And here, I was calling that game. I didn't know that Tidwell played. I thought he had a concussion.
No,
he played the first half. Played the first half. Yeah.
Well, I was calling and I said, well, that's a pretty good score since they don't have their quarterback, and everybody from Loretta must have been listening to my game too, and they said he's playing. He started.
He just didn't play in the second half. It was a precaution, and and we understand. And he's fine, which is good. Obviously, played pretty well against Harpeth there, and when it's an non-region game, even though it's a rivalry, you don't want to see anyone get hurt, especially in week 2. So a good precaution, and
you had a lead, you could do it.
Right.
It was also big for Summertown too. That fourth quarter when when Quint scored that touchdown to put them up 2 scores. Summertown got to rest some kids midway through, and that's the first time they've got to do that, because they had a barn burner with Lawrence County, had a 7-0 game at Wayne County. And so it was nice to get to see some younger kids come in and play. Got to see Max Dillard run a series at quarterback and stuff. So, it's what they needed. But, Summertown's great. If they started, they could go 0 in the next 2 with Loretta and Mount Pleasant in back-to-back weeks. But the good thing is, the rest of your schedule, I think, is doable.
Their schedule's not bad.
Lewis County they got Richland and Lewis County. Probably the
Richland
2
won't
toughest
matter
after
because
that.
it's not a
region. But still, they're pretty. That's a pretty good offensive team. They've put up
Richland.
40,
Oh, that's the real deal.
54 and 40 plus in the last
they're hanging 40 plus every game.
Yeah. And I was just there today. Shout out Nick Patterson, your team. Always great to go see those guys. But now tomorrow night, we got Giles County, Lawrence County. Giles County doesn't exactly have the talent that they've had, but they're now playing some power football. They can spread it out. They're going to be talented. They're going to be good. They're going to be physical. It is a rivalry game, so we're going to see strength on strength, power on power, kind of what Lincoln County offered Lawrence County a week ago.
And I knew that as we were going to get into talking about that. I feel like Lincoln County forced their will on our defensive line this past Friday night. Dobbs, man,
he's a bad. I don't know why they didn't start him at quarterback.
I don't. Yeah, that was going to be my next statement. They talk about this guy being some horse running back. My God, he led that team down the field as a quarterback.
Threw the ball.
So tough. He's a hard runner, but he sees the field well. He didn't do bad throwing the football.
That one throw
he opened the game up with a 40-yard pass.
Yeah, I saw that one. Wow.
But Lawrence County, they got to bounce back. This is going to be a huge game tomorrow night. I know we got some weather coming in and things like that, but it's a short week. I know we talk about short weeks in NFL more than we do in high school or college, but it's a short week for Lawrence County, and they've had a little change in the offense. We've seen that second half.
Change quarterback, didn't
they? Changed quarterback second half. Went to Logan Clayton. So now Giles County, they don't have any. They don't really have any scouting report on that.
Right.
So that's a little thing, something Lawrence County can keep in their back pocket going into tomorrow night. But that offensive line, they're going to have to get a little better push. Against Giles County. Giles County's got some big guys up front. They got a couple freshmen that are pretty good sized boys. I know Bubba Luffman's boys over there. I can't think of the other kid's name, but our boys are going to have to. They're going to have to dominate that line like they did against Loretta.
Right.
If not, it could be a long night for Lawrence County.
Yeah, because Giles County's always got size.
Giles County's going to have. They're going to bring the athletes.
They always
got players.
They got the players. Your record don't always talk about how good you are.
They played some tough teams.
They have
the Pages and the Hardin Counties.
Yeah, they
played
some big schools.
Those aren't cupcakes by any shape of the imagination.
And I think I think that can be a shootout,
or a run out.
Or it'll run out.
And and with
weather.
With the weather.
And that's what I was going to talk about. I've heard it said a million times. Every coach I've ever talked to knows it's true. Weather's a great equalizer, guys. And weather could really make this game sloppy, which could be to Lawrence County's favor.
Sure.
And just like the next night, Summertown and Loretto, if you got a muddy field, who does that?
And it's supposed to rain all day Friday as well, so it may not get that game in.
We really don't know where the advantage will be on this wet field.
Hey, I said it the other day. Giles County and Lawrence County and Summertown and Loretto, I think it's me and you.
You were talking.
That should be the last game of the year.
Those
like
are rivalry
week.
Those are
college
rivalry.
football.
Yes,
those should be the last game of the year.
Yes, especially with the cow. You can move the cowbell game to the last game of the year. You got 70 years. I know we're going to talk about that, but you put the game last. In y'all's game, Summertown Loretto, that is becoming such a huge game.
Well, I mean, it's a huge rivalry in every sport.
Every sport. But
Summertown's only had football for 10 years, but it's huge.
Yes,
it's always big.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea.
I think it's obviously you'd have to work that out with the TWA.
So any principals ain't listening.
Yeah,
I'm giving you gold here.
We're trying to change the schedule
because they, when they do the region schedules, everyone gets a different bye week every 2 years, so or different a non-region week, which actually it would have worked out because Lawrence County's is at the end, but Giles County's is not. So it'd be really hard, which is why they're playing Cheatham County at the end of the year, because it just works out. You only got X amount of teams, and only X amount of teams would want to travel as far as you want to do. It's a great idea.
Great idea.
You're dealing with a lot of high schools. It's kind of hard to go through it. So. Get into the main topic. Obviously, last night we made a post about what how do I say this?
Transpired.
What has transpired between us and the administration at Giles County High School? Here is the update. Then I'll go back and kind of give you guys where we started and how we got to this point. So the update is we are going to do audio only. We are not allowed to have cameras in there, not even the shoot highlights. That is the word that has come down from their administration. We will be there for audio only, aka radio, so you will be able to tune in for those who don't want to go out in the rain. Obviously weather can change and it could be just fine, or it could be a building Noah's Ark on the 50-yard line sort of deal. So that we will be there for audio only for that. So how it transpired on Monday, we were told that we were not allowed to stream. We tried to work with the administration. They did not budge, which is their right to do. The school can refuse. It's not the first time that has happened to us. It's the first time in football. It won't be the last time. Obviously, different schools have certain contracts, or in this case, they just don't want streaming at all. It's not just us. It's everybody else who wants to do it as well, including their own media. We might not like it, but that is the school's choice at the end of the day. Again, might not like it, but that is their choice at the end of the day. We had some communication. We had some communication breakdowns. What's the most diplomatic way I can say lying? Some clarification that was not made at the start, and that's how we got to this point where we made the post last night when they told us we couldn't do anything and we were banned and not allowed to be there to us making the post. And all of a sudden, well, now you can do audio only, which that was never communicated to us from the get-go, and we have the receipts to prove it. So now they've been clarified. We're going to have audio only. Again, no video, no nothing. We're just letting you all know, which is the reason why we made the post in the first place. Number one, to let people know why there's going to be no video. Number two, to clarify why we won't be there and that it was not our choice. And number three, to give the reasoning why. You might not agree with the reasoning. We certainly don't agree with the reasoning, but at the end of the day, Giles County High School is allowed to make that choice. I've got a few thoughts on it. I will go last, and I'll open it up for you guys.
I'll just go first, and I think we all can agree on it.
Go ahead, George.
I'm disappointed for the kids, and that's what and of course that's what we do this for. We do this for the kids and the student athletes. I liked how there were some comments that were, and I appreciate all the support for people that were supporting us throughout this. But also just there might be that this could be the game for a kid out there. This could be a game that can get them into college. And that's the way I look at it. Of course, then again, it's Giles County. It's their choice to make that for no stream. We'll respect it. Even though we don't agree with it, we will respect it. We'll do audio. But then again, like I feel bad for the kids that won't be able to have such a big rivalry game in the Cowbell. Because like you said, this is at least 70 years that this rivalry's been going on. So that's my standpoint of the situation.
Ringo.
Yeah, two things. Now, I've been doing this for 10 years and was in it when we first started, even before you got here, when we were Facebook Live streaming games and stuff. And I feel like it gets made too big of a deal because we have had some coaches and administration that worried it's going to hurt their gate. There may be numbers that show it is. I'll be honest with you. I don't think it is. I think
ain't a chance.
I think if you're not going to the ball game, you're not going.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you were going to stay home, you were going to stay home whether you could see it on YouTube or not. I do. Now, there may be a few that could say, boy, I just don't feel like going tonight. And I get that, a handful.
Sure.
And I would like to encourage people, if you have the means, send your school that you're supporting some money every once in a while and thank them. And say, we appreciate you letting X Sports do this. I do get that. If you have the means, do that. But, two, I wish that that Giles County's coaches and administration, the people that made the decision, would, as Hayden said, realize AJ puts up a hell of a highlight reel every night after every game. You know, he can't even have a camera there. These kids, there's stuff that a lot of kids that we cover can use for their highlight reel to send to college coaches and stuff. And it's like, I've got Will Pettis made my daughter the greatest gift. She's got every volleyball and every basketball game she's played from her sophomore year up since we started doing this. And these kids that you cut this out, they can't go watch their cowbell game.
Right.
No, that game. I mean, they can't go back anything in that game.
Yeah. That's it. That's all I have.
Winning.
Do what?
Winning.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to go a little different route. I agree 100% what both of y'all said, and I 100% support it. But I'm going to the grandparents who can't.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's not just Lawrence County fans. I'm talking about Giles County fans as well. You know as well as I do, a game that has been going on this long, 70-plus years, that there are gentlemen in Giles County, just like there is in Lawrence County, that still love to keep up with their school. And the only means they have, because they're getting up in age, and maybe they can't go sit on a bleacher for 3 hours. Maybe their backs won't let them sit there. Their knees won't let them climb up in the stands. The only means they have is us, X Sports Network. And just because we can go over there and do audio, that's fine. But you still want to be able to see your grandkid. You want to see it.
You're going to be able to go back and watch it.
Exactly. Like the whole thing, I was just going to bring it out, the time delay thing. For us not to be able to do that, you're hurting these people. There's nothing wrong with a time delay recording. Not at all.
It's not going to hurt your gate.
It's not going to hurt your gate at all. And here's the thing about hurting your gate. For this game in general, you knew this weather was coming in. Hell, there's not going to be nobody there anyways. Who wants to sit out there in the rain? At least give your people an opportunity to watch it. But, I just think that we've missed the point. I've had several people over the past 2.5 years that I've been doing this reach out. Thank you. I appreciate what y'all do. I had a dad come to me last year, and I won't say the names, but he come to me and he said, "You don't have any idea what X Sports means to my family." He said, I travel for work. My parents don't live in Lawrence County, and they had a player playing basketball. Never missed a ball game. Did get to watch a lot in live because they were traveling.
Watch them live, just not in the house.
Not in the Ralph or in Loretta or wherever, but they got to watch every basketball game live. Grandparents got to watch every basketball game live. Going back to piggybacking off y'all, how many colleges
have used our stuff?
I know 3 boys that are playing baseball over in Knoxville right now at Mississippi State.
Their coach admitted he was watching us.
Thank you.
Yep.
So, and I don't want to take anything away from them, but we just know that their coach was watching their progress off of what we do. I'm going to call it a failure. We do what we do for the kids. Administrations do what they do for the kids.
Well, hey, listen, and before you go, maybe we can hope this turns into a colossal failure and there's nobody there and they say, well, that didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all come on.
Y'all come on next time. Yeah. But anyways, I'm done. Go ahead, AJ.
I had something prepared, and then I found out some facts, and that kind of shifted my mind to it. Where I was when this was posted was I was calling a volleyball game, a great volleyball game between Lawrence County and Columbia last night. Intense. It was great. Girls were getting at it, big play after big play, and it was awesome. So I get a phone call from a very famous voice in the state of Tennessee, and I'm calling a game, I can't answer it, and he sends me a text saying, hey, whenever you get a chance, call me. I want to discuss this thing with you. Okay, so I'm going to call him after the game. Well, I get a text message, oh, by the way, this is the person that let me know about it, which it just happened to be one of his coaches, who's also a national championship coach, to say, lean in. Sorry. I'm just on the
microphone.
Yeah,
so
on the microphone.
Check 1, check 2.
There we go.
I went into the yellow over there.
There we go.
But
We're good, yeah.
Because my radio voice is naturally loud, but when I'm having a conversation, it's not. But anyways, I get when this is our network, and I realize that it is reaching out to, it's giving kids an opportunity that they would not have initially, which is why I think this decision by Giles County and their administration is short-sighted, it's selfish, and it's egotistical. It's 100% all of those things, because at the end of the day, this decision is not about your kids. It's about you. We all know that. Why my phone is blowing up from that. It is also blowing up. I'm now on a text message thread with 68 Division I football coaches. 21 are head coaches. Division I, not FCS guys. Division I. I wish I could read everything that was told to me about what happens at Giles County High School. I'm not going to repeat that. There's a lot of 4-letter words, and guess what? 4 of them are SEC head coaches. 4 who refuse to go over there. Why? I think there's some answering that needs to be done over there. I think there's some introspection. Is that the word? Anyways, there needs to be a look inside. There needs to be some mirror looking in when it comes to this. When your kids aren't getting the opportunity. These coaches, football plays, high school's on Friday. You got the college on Saturday. And now they play on Thursdays. They play on Fridays. If you're a MAC school, you play every day of the week now, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, or whatever. They can't come to your games. How do they get video? Well, they watch people like us. Or they go to Huddle, which trying to find Giles County anything, I just wanted to watch what their offense looks like so I can be prepared for the other. I couldn't hardly find anything. There's nothing. What does that do for your kids at the end of the day? It does nothing. I think about the Jayceon Coffees. Really good basketball player. I think of Kamari Turner. I love watching that kid play. Even though every time I watched him play, he was destroying Lawrence County somehow.
In whatever sport it was.
That guy was so stinking good. I think of Katie Pipkins. Really good softball player. Also,
very good. She was in that tournament. Yeah. She was unreal in that tournament.
Yeah, I think of all of those kids who are really great athletes. I think of those coaches, the Nick Campbells of the world, the baseball coach, the rest of you. I'm sorry, I had them originally in my head, and I blanked out because I'm starting to get worked up here. But all of you guys that work really, really hard, you need that exposure. Your kids need that exposure. And at the end of the day, you're denying that exposure for these kids to have a chance at the next level. It's selfish. It's been nothing but selfishness. That's exactly what that is. So I think about those kids. And oh, by the way, until someone actually gives me evidence that this goes for everybody. This isn't just a Giles County thing. Until you actually give me, you put it on a spreadsheet, you give me evidence that streaming at any level is actually hurting your gait, affecting the ability to you to buy uniforms, which, by the way, everyone's got brand new Nike uniforms, so don't bring me that BS.
Here we go.
Am I not right?
100%. Yeah.
Oh, I saw a post about it. I saw someone post about it that used to work for us. Well, this is how they use this to go buy this and that. Well, everyone's got brand new uniforms. Tell me where I'm lying. Sorry. Seriously.
I like it.
They're going out to eat the Buffalo Wild Wings on these road trips. I was eating half-eaten Subway sandwiches in college. I didn't even get food in high school. And you're telling me this is hurting your gait?
That's the way to go, big man.
Sorry. I thought I was going to be calm. I was listening to Will Sasso do Macho Man impressions to make myself laugh so I wouldn't get this worked up. It's just stupid unless you put it to me in physical form on a sheet of paper that comes on this, something that, I'm sorry, it's brand new, I don't want to break it, that a fifth grader can understand that it's hurting your gait, which none of you have evidence of, then shut up. We're done with the conversation, period, end of story. Why? Because I know none of you are going to do that. Because you don't, never mind, I'm not even going to go there. Not even going to go there. So, okay.
My man. Let's go to commercial, get him some water.
Go to commercial, get some water.
But the point is at the end of the day, that was a subplot. I don't know. It's like the devil just took over me. I blacked out. I don't even remember half of what I said.
Somebody call a priest.
Where's Ben?
Yeah, I need one. Well, I did grow up Pentecostal. I need to go to the altar. But anyways, I think it hurts the kids at the end of the day. It hurts the communities. Because there are great people in Pulaski. We all can attest to that. These kids are great athletes. How in the world can this football team go to, how many times have they gone to the state semifinals?
Sheesh.
Too many to count on my hands.
Yeah, and they run into a juggernaut every time, which, Alcoa, let's be honest, Alcoa should jump up classes because that's starting to get ridiculous.
Yeah.
But they run it, and there's no video. And coaches, and I'm reading on this text message with 68 Division I coaches, they can't find any video, and your staff is too difficult to work with, that they just say, forget it, I can find kids somewhere else, which guess what they do? That's on you at the end of the day. That's not about your kids. Don't come out here. Never mind. I'm not even going to go there either.
Yeah, don't get fired up again now. Stay calm. We still got to talk college football.
I know.
Okay?
College football.
I know. But anyways, this isn't about the kids. What they're doing is not about the kids. I think everyone knows that. Which, by the way, they're the only community, not community, because the community is great. Every time we go over there, they talk our heads off. People are great. Fans are great. They come up and thank us. Well, finally, we get a chance to watch, their grandparents get a chance to watch their kid. Mm-hmm. Their kids are cutting highlights from our games against the Summertowns, Lorettos, the Lawrence counties of the world, and they're sending them out to college coaches. Sure. Why? Because I hear about it all the time. So I just think it's a very selfish, very not thinking through. They're not thinking through the floor. It's not thought through. It's just, it's old school, selfish way of thinking. And I think it needs to end. I think everyone needs to take a look in the mirror. Is this really the best decision that we are making for our kids? At the end of the day, I can guarantee you it's not. And I guarantee you're not going to put on paper, which here's a challenge for you. How about you let us stream your games, or let somebody, it doesn't have to be us, just let somebody stream your games. Make your own YouTube, put it on YouTube, have your kids run it. That would be a great experience for all of them. Then you know what? You put all that on there, then you start keeping track of your gate. Start keeping track of your tickets. And if it's affecting it, then you can end it. But if it's not, shut up for the end of time.
I mean, I don't know the numbers, and it's irrelevant at this point about the money, but I would say 2 Friday nights ago at Hendrick Stagg Stadium,
that was a packed house.
Well, me and you on the call in the booth, he was on the sideline in the field, so he got to see more up there than what we even could up in the stands.
You couldn't sit nowhere on the Loretta side.
We could see that across the way.
Do you think Friday night, if that game gets to play, there's going to be anywhere to sit?
You won't be able to get in the gate.
You'll be standing around the gate.
If you wanted to rob something in Summertown, you go right ahead, because there ain't nobody going to be
there. Ain't nobody going to be. No.
Well, think about the playoff game for Loretto against Peabody.
We were there.
That's our highest view game. We were there, and there were people
Dude.
5 deep on the sidelines.
It was crazy.
And Peabody brought a great crowd, too, on top of it.
Yeah, we were there the whole. I mean, well, even the baseball tournament where I went down with Michael and we called their sectional game.
Yeah.
Holy cow!
And it's just this. It's not even their community. It's not their teachers. It's not their kids. It's nothing. It is their administration that's doing this. Which, by the way, I was just at Richland today. They love us down.
Oh, they love
and they're
us.
great people. I get excited when I get to do a Richland game because their coaches are great. Their fans are awesome. Their kids are even better on top of it. Shout out to everyone there at Richland.
Got a hell of a football team too.
Yeah,
You better
really
watch
do.
out.
Baseball, they're good. Basketball, they're solid. They're always a threat to go to Murfreesboro, and all of those sports are Chattanooga now in football. I mean, and that's where it is. So and that's just in the same county. Why is it so different from one part of the county to another? I mean, it's just mind-boggling. It is just a handful of people that are causing all this ruckus, because this doesn't reflect Pulaski. This doesn't reflect the whole of Giles County High School. It just reflects a handful of people.
That's it.
So, rant over. I've got actually.
We got the rant section over.
That's good.
I've got a couple for later. One of them you'll love it. You've already ranted on one of these guys before. But,
All right, cool.
All right, let's go to break. I need a sun drop.
There ain't none.
I need to smoke.
I'm saying there ain't none.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with C&B Linen. Because you're not just a client, you're part of our family. You'll be winning with C&B Linen.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Saunders.
And this is Nate Patterson with Cloud9 Fiber.
We're excited to finally be able to offer Lawrenceburg our blazing fast, reliable, and affordable fiber internet services.
If you're looking for a more reliable and more affordable provider, we at Cloud9 Fiber have you covered.
Plans start at $50 a month, and we can offer up to a gigabit to your home or business.
We are excited to be able to offer your first month of service entirely free. We encourage you to sign up on cloud9fiber.com or by calling 931-201-9098 so we can help you make the switch today.
For the best meal from south of the border, head to Cocina Real in Puente Grande for lunch and dinner. With a wide array of mouth-watering entrees, there's something for everyone on the menu. And you can't forget the cheese dip. They'll treat you like family, and you'll never leave hungry. Make Cocina Real Mexican Restaurant and Puente Grande Mexican Restaurant your choice for authentic cuisine, located in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
I'm Mike Keith, and my friends at Elliott Johnson Insurance have a great partner in Auto Owners Insurance. Auto Owners makes it easy to get life, home, car, or business insurance. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the Auto Owners policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretta, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
At Old South Wood Preserving in Summertown, Tennessee, we provide quality pressure-treated wood products for the ag fence and the post-frame building industry. Our tried and true process of preserving wood, utilizing the latest technology in the industry, ensures that our products stand the test of time. Our team works tirelessly together to make sure that our customers are treated with the best service and care each day. I'm Eric Stoll, and as the owner of Old South Wood Preserving, my goal isn't to be the biggest supplier in the industry, but rather to be the very best at what we do. Build your project with Old South Wood. Learn more at oldsouthwood.com or call us at 931-762-9663.
Welcome to Employee Resources Credit Union, where you're more than just a number, you're family. We provide financial solutions that rise above those of traditional banks. With roots stretching back to 1964, we've served 4 generations during constant industry changes. We're known for our low fees and incredible rates. Join us and experience the credit union difference. ERCU, not for profit, for service.
Professional care with a smile. That will always be a guarantee at Encompass Healthcare. Whether you're looking for primary or urgent care, x-ray services, or even weight loss treatments, our team is equipped to serve your needs. Our doors are open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. Make an appointment with our providers, Kendra Brown or Tori Cox, today. Encompass Healthcare, located on Highway 43 North in Etheridge, Tennessee, right next to Chapman Tire.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Well, I've got my Pepsi, so I feel much better, guys.
Sure didn't get no sun drop.
Well, you owe me one, by the way.
I do owe you one.
Yes, you do. I was actually going to say that. You owe me one. I actually did not see that 49er Jet game going the way that it did.
That was...
Dude, they pulled some barista out of Starbucks and ran for 148 yards. I didn't think the Jet... Well, Aikman started talking about that they struggle against the run. And then, this guy comes out of nowhere, finds out a couple days before, and just runs right down their throats.
I heard a really interesting stat in that game. That was the 40th touchdown that had been scored under Shanahan by an undrafted player.
Yeah, I know. Wow. It's crazy. And because they scout well, they do.
And then the Aaron Rodgers free play touchdown.
Yeah.
He's got the most free play touchdowns in NFL history.
He knows how to sling it whenever.
And his
he's got free.
average is 22 yards per free play.
Yeah. Dude, he's such a good player. No matter what you think about Aaron Rodgers.
Listen, he's still got an arm.
He's still got an arm.
When he threw that over the shoulder Lassard down the sideline, and he didn't even know he caught the football. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, his teammates love him. I mean, he might be a little crazy off the field, but Aaron Rodgers is kind of growing on me a little bit. I've always respected his game.
He's a captain.
Yeah, I've always respected his game and respected who he is in the locker room. I just think some of this other stuff is crazy. So, Clint's afraid of me now for some reason.
Hey, listen, you kept getting louder and I kept getting closer to Dusty.
I thought he was just going to get plumped in my lap. I was just going to hold him.
If he had to calm down, I would have been.
Big guy, take care of him.
I've been hiding behind you.
All right, let's get into college football. So, come on, Dusty. Give us the state of Bama right now.
Come on now. The state of Bama is we suck.
You don't suck.
Listen, guy.
Y'all are 2-0.
I just want to just say it, and I can't. For so long, I get it. He's not there no more. Times have changed. We got to get past it. I understand it. But there was no emotion from DeBoer. None. It's 14-6, and we're over there like he'd talk in his mic and go up here. Then he'd talk a little bit and go, and he's hunkered down like he's playing second base or shortstop, looking. Like, I don't know if he's looking like, I don't know what I just got hit in the mouth with or what.
I'm fixing to light you up. Go ahead.
But I know what you're going to say. Get used to it. I'm glad you finally getting a taste of it.
No,
All that old bull.
no.
I know. But
No, I'm not.
I was glad to see we made a change on the offensive line.
I'm crying.
I don't know.
All right, to all Bama fans, like Dusty, who's already down on the coach in week 2, he beat South Florida worse than Saban beat him last year.
Okay.
Calm down.
But you said before the show, I don't know why y'all.
Now listen, I will say this:
schedule.
y'all have the hardest time beating South Florida. I wouldn't schedule them no more.
No, I don't even want.
Because next year you're going to South Florida if you play them.
You keep
the
playing
head
them.
coach was it?
Head coach was Tennessee.
Yeah, I know.
Coordinator.
Y'all keep playing them enough. Eventually, going to lose. But
That's
he
my
did.
second favorite team.
He did beat them worse than Saban did the year before, and it took a while to get away. But they're all right. Trust me, it could be worse. Ask me and Hayden.
Yeah. Well, listen,
those 10 years were terrible.
I'm going home when I leave here, and I know you wasn't on the show that night, but AJ was here, of course. Hayden, me and him made the bet. I'm going home tonight. I'm going to go ahead and order my Tennessee shirt to wear for after the third Saturday in October. I will not buy one that has Nico Waka Waka on the back of it.
Waka Waka.
Waka waka.
I'm going to go ahead and buy my shirt to get it over with because there's no chance in hell we're beating Tennessee.
I hope you're right. I hope you're right. There's a long way to go before that, though.
Yeah, wow. You guys got
that's October 19th.
You're at Wisconsin Saturday, and then you got Georgia.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Do you think we're going? No.
I think you'll beat Wisconsin. It's going to be a tough game, though. Because, that place is
that place going to be rocking. It's going to be. It's hard.
I'll be honest with you. I'm really surprised they didn't bump Wisconsin in the top 25.
Yeah, to make it one of those matchups. Yeah.
I really am. Listen. Look, we've seen crazier stuff. Do y'all think Northern Illinois is a top 25 team?
No.
They are now.
They are now.
That's what I'm saying, but they're not. They're not a top 25 team, but you beat an overrated.
It's like when I come in, he was like, so what'd you think about our game? I was like, dude, you ain't played nobody yet. Well, NC State sucks too.
Well, I don't know how good or bad they're going to do. And I don't know how good or bad our defense is, but I know this. Notre Dame is what I said they were at the start of the year.
They're not good.
And I sent you guys a text. I said, my God, I wish we could play Arkansas, Texas A&M, and Auburn. I wish we had all three of them on our schedule. Yeah. Those are 3 dubs if you had them on your schedule.
You do have Arkansas on your schedule.
We got Arkansas. We got Arkansas week 5.
When you said that, I'm like, you do have Arkansas on your schedule.
We got Mississippi State, too, and they lost this past week.
I mean, what else y'all want? Y'all got 3 cupcakes in a row. You got Kent State, you're going to beat them by 90.
Kent State, who just lost to an FCS team.
Thank you.
By the way, from Loretto, Pennsylvania, in St. Francis, the first ever
Whatever
FBS
the spread is, add 35 to it.
I
think the
don't know.
spread's
We never
49.
do good in those games.
49?
I think the spread's 49.
We won't. I
It is
wouldn't
49.
take
Yeah.
that.
It is- that might be in the first quarter.
They're going to be looking ahead to Oklahoma too. I think
Which, by the way-
Heupel will be looking ahead.
By
to
the way,
Oklahoma.
how bad did Oklahoma look against probably the
Boy, they
worst
didn't look
team in the
good.
Big 12 in Houston?
Bad.
Ooh, they didn't
They
look good
did
at all.
not look good at all.
Bad.
Listen, if it wasn't for a safety, they might have lost.
They might have lost the game.
Houston had it in their territory practically the entire
Yeah.
second half.
They kept it the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How good is Texas? Now, Quinn, you're
They're gonna be
just
tough to
spinning.
beat. Yeah.
I'm a huge
You know,
fan
we-
of him. I'm a Heisman voter, so
You know,
I mean,
we all
it's-
said
I can't say anything for
Well,
legal
sure.
purposes, but he's certainly getting my attention.
we all said Michigan's not going to be that good, and I don't think Michigan
No,
is
I
that
don't-
good.
I don't
But,
either.
But you
but
still
Butch
had
Jones
to
and
go.
company are going to make him look good this week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you still had to go to the Big House and play the defending national champions,
Yes.
and I mean controlled every aspect.
The
of
whole
the
game, from
Yeah.
start to finish. It wasn't even
Right.
close.
Right, and if they would have scored a touchdown on that first drive instead of missing the field goal, it would have been way
Yeah, it would have been way
Oh,
worse. Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Here's the deal with Tennessee, though. Since most of our listeners are have common sense and are Tennessee fans.
See, now I'm dumb.
Well, I just said you don't have no common sense. I didn't say he's dumb.
Might as well.
Anyways, you know how I said I thought Nico would be a finalist, and he still might be. But the best offensive player on the field the other night was Dylan Sampson.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Good gosh!
I
that
mean,
little-
he's leading the SEC in
That
rushing
dude's a
yards.
horse back
Hey,
there.
Yeah.
to be that tall,
Yeah.
you can't bring him.
They
down.
said
He's
this
5
past
foot nothing.
Yeah,
When he
they
put-
said he put like 10 to 14 pounds on this off season.
when he puts his foot in the
Yeah.
ground, it's an extra 5 yards.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're not,
It is. There's no doubt.
and not even that receiving part of it.
Yeah, he did his thing there too.
I want to talk about. If we're going to talk about my dumb team for a minute.
Sure.
What about that 17-year-old kid that out there looks like a rock star in Ryan Williams?
Yeah.
Man, that kid
He helped
to
me,
be 17.
He helped me win my college football fantasy week this
Listen,
week.
you know, he's just going to get better. You know, I like our second string running back better than I do Haynes Miller.
Right.
Jam, that's like his name.
Yeah.
When your name's Jam, you're
Right.
cool.
It's like Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kool-Aid.
I tell you, Kentucky, they made believers out of them again that they just can't get it right.
They can't. They can't.
By the way,
I can't wait for that game.
They made
It's gonna
South
be-
Carolina look so good. Game day is going to be there this week.
Yeah, I
That
saw
is-
that. South Carolina and LSU, who both are neither one very good.
Good. They're not
South
good at
Carolina-
all. I
LSU
knew this
struggled
from the
with Nicholls
start.
State.
Yes.
Yeah. I knew LSU wasn't.
That's
gonna
what I
be
said.
good
I
at
wish
the
we had
start.
LSU on our schedule
Yeah,
again this
LSU.
year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because honestly, outside of that, the best game that you can maybe take game day to is Boston College at Missouri, which no one thought that would
It's
be.
a bad week.
No one thought that would be a top 25 matchup,
Alabama
but that
and
could end up
Wisconsin.
being a
They
really.
should take it out. They should take it to Wisconsin.
But they keep going where big noon kickoff is. Just-
What time we play? I can't. We got the early game.
Y'all got night
you
game.
got 11 a.m.
Oh.
You got the noon, big
Yeah, we
noon
got-
kickoff.
Yeah,
On big noon
yeah.
kickoff.
We got to eat breakfast there to watch that game.
Well, boys, well, it's another word I can't say, but it is eat. The other word for crap pit week. Mountaineers going up to the big ketchup bottle.
Heinz Field.
Heinz Field to take on the Pitt Panthers, man. Need a little bounce back. Pitt's getting lucky. Last couple of weeks, won in Cincinnati on the last second kick. Hope Garrett Green and company get a little bounce back. Beat, after that horrible performance against Penn State. Penn State had a lot to do with it, but they didn't help themselves with all the mistakes that they made. You know what? The season really turned around with the win of against Pitt last year. It's time to do it for them. 2:30, but I won't get to watch it because I was planning on watching it because it was a night game last year because I'm calling UNA Jacksonville State volleyball at 3 o'clock for those who want to watch on ESPN Plus because their broadcast crew was doing UNA at UT Martin, so I'm calling the volleyball game at 3 o'clock that day. Cool. Shameless plug. Might not have as many viewers as I thought after 5 minutes ago, but I might have added some. Who knows? But
Hey man, listen.
Listen, don't get triggered. Don't
Don't.
that's why I drink a
Can't go
Pepsi.
that way.
Yeah.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good.
But looking at the rest of the schedule, I would mention Butch Jones had taken his. By the way, how have we not talked about Butch Jones getting handed the first win of the season? Did you guys not see that controversy against Central Arkansas?
I try not to watch Butch Jones.
They caught a pass in the end zone first week against Central Arkansas. It's in the same conference as UNA is. Guy catches it, They go to replay. He clearly dropped it, but they still upheld it as a touchdown. And that's how Arkansas State got their first win of the year. They won the next week, though. Give them credit. Now they're going to Michigan.
So 2-1 going to Michigan?
2-0 going to
Or 2-0.
Wow.
Yeah. And also, here's a sneaky one.
What's the spread?
Hey, if Bush Jones could go, that might get him a
23
better
and a
job.
half.
He'd go beat Michigan and go 3-0.
It's 23.5.
Could you imagine how big Butch Jones is? I mean, listen, if he wants to go up there and beat them,
he'll get him a job somewhere.
He'll be the next coach of Florida.
So
God, I hope so.
Well, that'd be nice. That'd be great.
Lord, I wouldn't ever want to bring you into sports because it's real dumb. But
could you please let him
Butch
win?
Jones get the job at Florida?
Yeah.
God, how bad is Florida?
Who do they got this week?
They got Essie's. I think
Mississippi
they got
State,
Essie.
ain't it?
I think it
No,
is
they got
Mississippi
State. They got Mississippi State.
Well,
Yeah.
Mississippi State ain't looking good either.
They got Mississippi State, UCF, and somebody else pretty good before they play Tennessee.
Well, speaking of Florida teams, here's a sneaky one, guys. Memphis at Florida State. I've got to
Listen,
see.
I'm taking
I've got
Memphis.
I take Memphis.
I'm taking Memphis all
Florida
day.
State 6.5-point favorites. Total points 52.5. I've seen Memphis in person, guys. I mean,
Fourth
they
year
looked
quarterback.
really
Yeah.
good. They picked up a really good win against probably the Sun Belt favorite in Troy last week. And
Florida's at home against Texas A&M.
Texas A&M. They get Texas A&M,
Yeah, that's right.
then
Then
Mississippi
Mississippi
State,
State.
or then UCF, then Mississippi State.
Arkansas is at home against UAB. Ole Miss on the road to Wake Forest.
That won't be no.
That won't be a game.
But hey, talking about the call, how did they take the timeout? Because Notre Dame should never even had the opportunity to kick a field goal.
Right.
That should have been a first down.
That should have been a first down.
yeah.
It was a terrible spot, one, but how do you review that and not realize that's 2 yards?
Right.
That's 2 yards that they didn't overturn.
I was sitting there watching, and I was like, okay. And then I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
what just happened?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
But
what I was
kudos
trying
to
to figure
that
out during that
coach
play.
for Northern Illinois, man.
Man, listen, his interview at the end of the game,
Awesome.
Yeah.
best one I've ever heard.
That's
One of the
what
best.
college. That's what college
Yes,
sports.
that-
Just
that's-
sports in general. Is
That's
all
what it's about.
Listen, when you put that much heart and soul into it, and you beat a team like Notre Dame, you deserve to cry on national TV and let them happy tears out.
They need to stop scheduling group of 5 teams on week 2 because that group got them 2 years ago.
Yep. Yeah.
And they went in, that wasn't the last second kick. They just went in there and whipped them.
Right.
Yeah.
Whipped them in every part of the
Well,
game.
listen, though, Northern Illinois, they didn't just back down from them.
No.
I mean, they was there for 4 quarters.
That game, they had the lead, for the bulk of that game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it
until-
was like 13-6 most of the game.
Yeah, as much as I bragged on Notre Dame's quarterback after that Texas A&M game, whew, he looked awful.
Because that first game, I thought, man, that dude's legit.
Yeah. No, he's not.
No.
Texas A&M made him look real good.
Yeah. And poor old Freeman, listen, all these people have been talking about him. Oh, man, we got this good coach at Notre Dame. No, you don't.
Well, that's 3 3 games like that. One there's another one too. It's Marshall, now Northern Illinois. and there's
Nevada
one-
went in. No, it was Tulsa that went in there a few years ago and won. I think
Well,
Nevada,
he's lost 3 in those games after winning a big game.
Yeah.
And old Booger McFarland, now he called him out on. He was like, Coach, at some point you got to look in the mirror because you're not getting your team prepared to play.
Yeah,
Nope.
Marshall got
If you
him.
keep losing these games, you're not supposed to lose.
No. It's going to happen every once in a while, but you shouldn't do it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Marshall got him after a close loss at Ohio State. I think that's when they got him because they started the year 0-2. But they played really good against a really good Ohio State team.
Right.
Then come the next week, and that group beat them on their home turf worse than what Ohio State did. So they've got Purdue this week is what Notre Dame has. That's at Purdue. Most people forget that those are in-state
Yeah,
teams.
and we'll see.
And-
We'll see how much the hangover is.
Yeah, and Purdue's known for upsetting top 25 teams on their home turf.
And it being the in-state game, a lot of those schools like that, they take offense to Notre Dame, I think, because Notre Dame always gets a pass. They're always ranked in the top 5.
Who's Vanderbilt got this week?
I was actually getting ready to
I
bring
need them
it.
to play somebody good.
Georgia State.
Georgia State.
They go.
They're
to
really
the-
going to think they're a good football team.
They're going to the former Turner Field. They're only 10.5-point favorites at Georgia State on Saturday.
Vanderbilt 3-0. There'll be people in Nashville thinking they're a playoff team.
Here's the game I'm looking forward to, and they've been in some games
Oregon
where
State, Oregon.
Oregon State and Oregon. I'm looking that up. Oregon has not looked good at all this year.
Oregon and Penn State. I never thought Tennessee would go from 14 to 7.
Yeah.
But I agree with it.
Yeah.
I agree with the SEC having
They've-
6
they've
out of
looked
7.
way better than those.
Penn State and Oregon. They look a ton better.
Than them, yeah.
Oregon struggled against a good, but it's an FCS team, and then they struggled against a really good Group of 5 team. And this is the team everyone thought, oh, they're going to win the Big Ten. You all heard me say it. I don't think they're going to win the Big Ten.
Yeah.
I think they're going under on their total win total.
Penn State made
I was
a
the
miracle
one
to beat
that
Bowling
picked them.
Green.
A miracle.
Yeah.
Listen, we were talking about it, and I was like, they're going down.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, this is
Yeah.
it. And then James Franklin gets a wand or something and mysteriously.
Beaver Stadium has got some.
It's at Oregon State too.
It's at Oregon State. And, they hate them. It's the old Civil War. No, we're not allowed to say that anymore. But SEC
I
wise,
say it every time Summertown Loretta play each other. What are you talking about?
Georgia's at Kentucky. Chalk.
Yeah.
Chalk.
Yeah.
Kentucky's so bad.
UTSA at Texas. Chalk. Ole Miss at Wake Forest. Chalk. UAB at Arkansas. Arkansas, let's give them credit, guys. 670 yards total offense and loss at Oklahoma State, but still, that quarterback that they got from Boise State, dude, that guy can play. I don't know if any of you all watched that game. That looked like a team on a mission. They just couldn't get points when it mattered.
Yeah, I watched the highlights of that game. He looked really impressive, and then just overall.
And speaking of Oklahoma, they've got Tulane, who just gave Kansas State all they could handle.
Yeah.
And now they go to Oklahoma, and that's who Oklahoma has before they get Tennessee, is this Group of 5 team that's on a mission.
Oklahoma, but here's the thing: Oklahoma, they've got to kick them in the teeth.
Right.
They got to get their stuff ready for Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
You can't look past Tulane, but they've got to kick them in the mouth and get ready for Tennessee.
Rest some kids too.
Yep,
Yeah.
they've got to.
Coming
They
up-
got to get them more early.
Coming up next, guys, I don't know if they want to talk about it. We got to go to the NFL. We're talking about maybe one of the worst losses in Titans history.
I can't wait.
Titans do Titan things.
Yes.
I can't
We'll talk
wait.
about that next here on X Sports Live.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
The Summit of Lawrenceburg is the premier senior and assisted living community in the region. The Summit makes it home for you or your loved one with diverse suites that welcome and encourage community, plus gathering spaces, neighborhoods, daily activities, and a wonderful staff that supports you every day.
Hi, I'm Tara Blue. I'm the new director of the Summit, and we would like to invite you and your family to come and tour our facility. We would love to see you here.
There's no job too big or too small for Gonzalez Lawn and Landscapes. Owner Chris Gonzalez works hard to make your commercial or residential properties one of the neighbors will envy. You won't find a lower price anywhere else, and that's a guarantee. We offer mowing, landscape removal, small construction jobs, and more. Our team is licensed and insured to ensure the best work for Lawrence County and surrounding areas. Your satisfaction is our goal. We won't leave until you're happy. Call today to set up a free quote.
Make your property rock and roll with services from GNS Excavating, specializing in white sand, compost, mulch, topsoil, landscape gravel, and steel landscape edging. Turn to the pros who know how to make your project shine with years of experience. The best part is they're locally owned and operated. Choose from a vast selection of mulch and rock from their conveniently located facility at number 3 Valley Road in Lawrenceburg, just off Buffalo Road. Phone 931-279-3841 and get started today.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
There's no job too big or too small for Gonzalez Lawn and Landscapes. Owner Chris Gonzalez works hard to make your commercial or residential properties one of the neighbors will envy. You won't find a lower price anywhere else, and that's a guarantee. We offer mowing, landscape removal, small construction jobs, and more. Our team is licensed and insured to ensure the best work for Lawrence County and surrounding areas. Your satisfaction is our goal. We won't leave until you're happy. Call today to set up a free quote.
Looking for a place to pick up your pumpkins for the fall? Then the Hudson Valley Pumpkin Farm is the place to go. Located at 356 Hudson Road, Hudson Valley is 10 acres of fun waiting for you. They also have corn stalks, mums, and anything else you would need for the fall. It is open starting Saturday, September 14th, and will run every Saturday throughout the fall from 9 to 5 until they run out. You can also visit during the week upon request. For more information, use the QR code at the end of this commercial.
The Summit of Lawrenceburg is the premier senior and assisted living community in the region. The Summit makes it home for you or your loved one with diverse suites that welcome and encourage community, plus gathering spaces, neighborhoods, daily activities, and a wonderful staff that supports you every day.
Hi, I'm Tara Blue. I'm the new director of the Summit, and we would like to invite you and your family to come into our facility. We would love to see you here.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Mama make him some. One of the two.
Right out of the. There's always something. We're talking about getting together at some point, and you know when I'm not on the road with UNA or not calling a volleyball game, and this isn't the right week to do it. I'm actually going to be home on Saturday, but there's not really any. All of the games that we want to watch will have already happened, especially Bama at 11, WVU at 2:30, and plus you guys think I got worked up a little bit ago. Wait till you see me during a pick game. Actually, I don't get that worked up during a pick game, to be honest with you. But anyways, let's go to the NFL. Speaking of getting worked up, how that Titans
I don't care. I'm a Titans hater. I'm a certified Titans hater.
I am a certified Titans hater myself. Listen.
He ain't good.
I've been saying it since last year, and I'm going to say it right now. Will Levis sucks.
I'll say it before professional. In college in Kentucky, he sucked.
Listen, you said it. If you want to, go ahead. But listen, that was one of the worst professional performances I have seen in a long time by a young quarterback. We talked about Bryce Young outside. It's not Bryce Young's fault that he ain't got no offensive line. Poor fella Carolina Panthers may be the worst football organization.
They don't have offense or defense.
They don't have anything. If I was Bryce Young, I would go in work tomorrow and be like, I'm out. Yeah. You're going to trade me. Yeah. You're going to do something. But the Titans, that's bad. And like Hayden said, when your coach says on national TV, we should be punting when it's 1st and 10.
Yeah.
What does that say?
Yes.
I mean, because you just
your offense is terrible, and so is your quarterback.
He's not saying that to be funny.
Right.
He's not cracking jokes after taking a loss. Yeah. That's a legitimate statement. Like, oh crap, we got to figure something out because what we're doing ain't working.
And the worst thing is they literally just traded Willis to the Packers.
Yeah.
Now you're stuck with Mason Rudolph if you want to go with somebody else.
Yeah. Because listen. All these people that keep telling me, I think we got a chance to win the South.
You don't have a chance. You got a chance. You got a better chance of getting the first overall pick than winning the South.
Absolutely, yes. I take that bet all day.
Yeah.
Listen, they may not win 5 football games.
I'll
have to look at their schedule.
They'll win 5 just on their defense, but
no, but that's all. But you're gonna have to look at the teams they're playing when they get there.
Sunday, you literally had to try to lose that game.
They tried.
And I mean, I don't care if you're a second-year quarterback or not. There's 2 throws he made that Joe Milton would have had better sense to not make those throws.
Yes, I mean,
I thought he was the dumbest quarterback that there's ever been.
I don't know. Garantano was pretty bad.
Yeah, but he didn't have the athletic ability, so
Yeah.
his throws never made it to the defender.
Yeah.
You're right, but it was like his football IQ just completely left him.
Yeah.
They got the Jets next.
That's a loss.
Aaron Rodgers is going to make. Listen,
Let's see. It's at lunchtime too, so that's going to be his lunch.
is that in
We
Nashville?
got beat by.
It's in Nashville.
You got
It's
beat by a quarterback, Caleb Williams, who had 96 yards.
Yeah.
90.
And lost.
48% completion percentage.
Yeah, less than 100 yards, and you lose a football game.
First time that's ever happened, actually. Where they had, first time in NFL history, they had less than 150 yards total offense and won.
That's embarrassing.
The Bears' defense and special teams scored.
Yeah.
The offense never scored.
They never
at all.
scored.
Yeah.
They blocked a punt return and
I
took
don't
it.
want to hear bad game. I don't want to hear all the Titans just had a bad game. It's the first game. Listen, you've had all off season. You've had all the spring practice. You've had all your preseason. It's just bad. What we getting hammered?
Tucker Bryant said bet. I don't know what that was on. So Tucker, you'll have to tie it to there. Was it maybe on Tennessee beating Alabama? Maybe it's probably because he's an Alabama fan.
Right.
Is this some
He don't
slang
think
word
Alabama's
we don't
going to
know?
lose to Tennessee. I
Yeah.
bet.
I mean, it's just kind of like,
Oh.
how.
Well, Tuck, if you're still watching, give me a reason what we're betting on.
Please respond, Tucker. I want this to flesh out right now.
You can text me,
We got
Tuck.
a Gamblers Anonymous.
Yeah,
meeting
we do.
to go to after this, so let's make sure we get everything lined up before we go.
But they got the Packers the next week.
Oh, he said
after that.
Titans.
Yeah. No, I'm saying they play the.
I'm saying that I don't know
Are
what.
you saying the Titans win 4 games?
We're watching the comments.
Yeah, I guess.
They got they're losing to the Jets. They're losing to the
this.
Jets. They're losing to the Packers. They're losing to the Dolphins and Miami. They're losing to the Colts. The Colts actually look really good against the
Well,
Texans.
that's in Nashville. So
Yeah, well,
it could be a 50-50.
I ain't giving anything to the Titans at this point. They got the Bills, then the Lions, then the Patriots. That might be the only game they get.
Dude.
Yeah, I don't even know about the Patriots.
just
Look,
went to
yeah,
Cincinnati and won.
beat them. Yeah, they might not win a game, Dusty.
You've kept saying there's something wrong with Joe Burrow, and I'm on that boat now. There's something wrong with Joe Burrow.
Something's off.
Something's not right.
Something is not right with Joe
They're
Burrow.
winning 2 games.
Speaking of not right, how bad is Deshaun Watson looking right now?
Well, he don't look good at all.
Well, I mean,
it gets worse and worse.
Dusty's 2023 MVP.
Yeah.
That poor boy. He's going to be out of the league. He may be as bad as Will Levis.
Well, he probably doesn't have the money. He's going to have to stay playing with all the money. He's going to have to pay out in all those lawsuits.
Oh,
at
he's
this point.
fixing to get hammered. His lawsuits. Yeah, that poor boy. He's going to be bagging groceries in the off season. You know,
What about speaking of the team that played them? About Dak, that contract.
How is he the highest paid guy?
$240 million.
He's going to get paid all that money just to watch my boys as he rolls into San Francisco, and they're just going to whip that hiney, send
Dak
it back down to the
Prescott
star
is as
with
good
the
as just a first round bye or first round loss in the playoffs.
Right.
That's what he's good for.
Well, it's Deshaun Watson that ruined him because remember they gave him $1 million more than Deshaun Watson's contract.
Yes.
Why Daniel Jones? Why is everyone overpaying for bad quarterbacks?
He's threw more pick sixes than he's threw touchdowns.
Yeah. Why are these teams overpaying for crappy quarterbacks?
And you know, it's going to keep going up. I had this conversation with my buddy yesterday morning on the way to work. He was sitting in a parking lot, so he's on his phone looking. Patrick Mahomes is not even in the top 10.
I know.
Well, because he's going the Brady route, and he's
taking
less to build
the team together.
Dak Prescott doesn't need $300 million.
But the bad thing is, these guys that are getting all these contracts, they could take less to build a team up, and they'd still be pretty bad.
Yeah,
They don't have Mahomes' talent.
I mean, Jordan Love, he's the second highest paid quarterback, and he's out with a broke leg.
Yeah. Or how about Lamar Jackson? But we didn't get a chance to talk about that Thursday night game.
Yeah.
But
that was a great game.
But my point is that yes, that game ended with Lively's toe on the
toenail
on the white.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the 2 throws before then that Lamar Jackson missed.
Just completely.
The second one's the worst. That dude is in the back of the end zone. He's not even 5 yards from the line, and that ball hits, and he throws it 5 yards behind him. And people want to tell me, oh, he's going to be an MVP. No, he's not.
No, he's not at all.
You got to be able to complete the pass.
Man, you got to make your print bigger. How you see that?
I mean, 100, I guess. I don't know.
He's looking at the bet.
Basically, he said he'll.
First week, boys.
He said it's just the first week.
Dusty,
he said
I'll take the Titans to win the South. Oh, dude. Dude, can we
tell him you'll be at the bank tomorrow?
Screenshot that.
You're in, Tuck.
What's the bet, Tuck?
I will figure that out. I'll call you when I leave.
Do you have his number?
I absolutely.
Okay, all right. I can't wait. We'll get an update next week.
There we go.
We'll get let's look at the schedule real quick. Thursday, pretty good one, guys. Bills at Dolphins. Then Niners at Vikings. Vikings look pretty good at the Giants.
They did. Dolphins had an ugly win, but it was a win.
Even though I picked the Jags to win, I thought they were going to win. Speaking of the Jet, we got Raiders at Ravens. I think that's a Ravens win. Browns at Jaguars. With that, I think the Jags are good. Yeah, that's kind of a toss up.
I think the Jaguars will end up winning.
Yeah, we already talked Jets, Titans, Chargers at Panthers. Well, Jim Harbaugh's going to get his second win as the Chargers head coach. Seahawks at Patriots. That's two teams
honestly,
better.
I don't think
like
it's two teams that are very good, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Saints at Cowboys. I think the Cowboys win that because I think that Saints win is a little bit overblown knowing it came against the Panthers.
I mean, I wasn't shocked that the Saints won because it was Panthers, but I couldn't believe they put that many points up.
I know.
They just scored.
And listen, guys, it really ain't a rant of mine. I was going to talk about him in the rant, but like, what about the moron, the safety or DB for Carolina, trash talking Derek Carr, and he looked at him and said, "I'll score 3 touchdowns."
Yeah.
But shut up. Come on, man.
We got the Giants at the Commanders.
That's two bad teams.
Yeah, it's bad teams. Buccaneers at the Lions. Oh, that's on the noon slate. That should be pretty good.
Detroit.
I got Detroit, but the Bucs do look pretty solid.
Rematch of the playoffs.
Hey, Baker didn't look bad.
Yeah, he had 4 touchdowns. Yeah.
Colts at Packers. Packers without Jordan Love.
They got Malik Willis.
Rams at Cardinals. Both teams have lost late in their games out in the NFC West. Steelers at Broncos. I think the Steelers win. My boy Justin Fields.
He's going to get a start.
Yeah. He came in, looked pretty okay. He didn't look great, but he didn't look horrible.
He wasn't dominating or nothing, but he looked okay.
Bengals at Chiefs. I think the Chiefs obviously
that's going to be bad.
Yeah, it's not going to be good.
The night game is going to be the Bears at the Texans.
Give me the
Texans, yeah.
And then Monday night, Falcons at the Eagles. Okay, we have to talk about Kirk Cousins and how horrible he looked against the Steelers.
Dude, that was bad.
That was not good at all.
That was.
But I say that 160 million or 80, whatever it
was. They was like, oh my God, I just paid that for that.
They look like they were protecting him from something.
What were they protecting? I mean,
I don't know what they look like. They were protecting him from something. It did not look right.
I bet Falcon fans are probably happy that they took Michael Penix with the 8th pick now.
He made some throws that were just not even close.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Do we have any wrestling stuff to talk about?
I don't. I've been watching.
Bad Blood's coming up.
We got Bad Blood coming up. It's
Punk
kind
and
of
McIntyre again.
Hell
in a Cell.
Friday's a steel cage with Solo and Cody.
I think they've done good with pushing Jay to take on Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental title.
And now he's kind of aligning himself with Rhea and Damian.
Yeah.
Yeet.
I keep tuning in just to see if there's any talk or Roman Reigns sighting since SummerSlam.
He hadn't been on TV since they took him out.
When they took him out a couple weeks ago, he put him over, man.
He might show up Friday.
He may show up Friday.
I about to say, I'm sure either him, Jimmy, or somebody.
Yeah, and the whole deal with Kevin Owens and Cody, which Cody wins.
We all saw that one.
Yeah, we all saw that one coming. Cody's going to have some people in his corner. I know this past Friday night he had the Street Profits, I think, come out.
DIY.
And DIY come out to help and was nothing. They call him the werewolf or whatever.
Fatu.
Fatu. He cleaned house. So I'm kind of – you may be onto something about Roman showing up to help Cody because you know that – Solo's not going to beat Cody by himself. So
I want him to come in and just beat everybody. I want him to beat Cody down and then beat everybody else down. Yeah. I don't want him to partner with him or help him. I want him to just come in and just start laying his claim. All right, I'm back.
Yeah. Give him a microphone too, man. Why? Please.
I like it.
He needs a microphone.
I'm still waiting on my guys' music to hit.
Brock.
Huh?
Brock.
Yeah, I'm waiting on it.
Him and Fatu, that could be it.
That might be coming up soon
Cena's
too.
We're going. That's another thing we're going to be anticipating coming into like Survivor Series in November, and coming in our big pay-per-views. We still got like 6 Cena matches.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm waiting on Lesnar. I think all that stuff's kind of getting pushed back a little bit more. So at any time we can hear that music.
I don't know if you'll see Lesnar till after this documentary comes out.
Yeah, with McMahon, yeah.
We should live watch that.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to do an episode per week or they're just going to drop every episode in one.
Yeah.
We need to watch it. It'd be cool to watch it live.
That'd be great.
Certainly would be. Well, guys, coming up next, our final segment of the show. Not that we haven't already ranted, but I'm sure we got a little bit more to get off our
I may
chest.
duck out in case you get hot again.
It's coming up next.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Jack Davis specializes in group insurance for businesses and institutions of all sizes. With coverage for life, accidents, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision, Jack Davis can customize a plan to meet every need. Now available Medicare plans for seniors. Contact Paige Davis at 931-492-9284 today for Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage, and prescription drug plan insurance. Serving Lawrence and surrounding counties since 1987, call the team at Jack Davis Insurance today at 931-242-5225.
Are you looking for the perfect refrigerator? What about a new stove or washer or dryer? It only makes sense to shop at the one place that specializes in appliances, top to bottom, big or small. And that's Kelly Appliance in Lawrenceburg. Kelly Appliance is home to all major name brands, including LG. LG makes life good with a full selection of refrigerators, cooking appliances, dishwashers, microwaves, and more, including appliances made right here in Tennessee. Family owned and family operated. Stop by Kelly Appliance on Jerry Street in Lawrenceburg today.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back here to X Sports Live. Welcome back here to X Sports Live. Time for our final segment of the show. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Shoot, I've been saying it.
He's been so pumped up for this.
I've been so pumped up. I need the microphone right here too. Oh boy, it's been getting worse and worse and worse every stinking week, guys. Look, I'm not going to call out any schools. I saw it last night, I saw it last Thursday, and I saw it last Tuesday. We got to quit wearing cowboy boots on basketball court. We got to. It's going to skid up the court. And then again, like I said, as a guy who helped with prepping the courts at UT Southern basketball, it's just so bad for a basketball court. I see it. It makes the court dirty. It just skids up the court, and it's just so bad on it. Quit wearing cowboy boots on a basketball court. Go ahead, AJ.
Everyone's getting worked up. Everyone's getting worked up tonight. Quentin, you got anything, man?
No. I when I was a kid, you remember Gene McBee used to do those camps at Summertown, and we'd go. And the first time I ever went, I just ran in with my basketball shoes on, and he just grabbed me by the neck, took me outside, and he said, "Where's your basketball shoes?" I said, "I'm wearing them." He said, "You don't wear shoes in off the street on my floor." And it was a camp that you paid to go to, and you had to mop his floor for like the first 30 minutes of it.
Attaboy.
I said, "Oh, yes, sir."
Yeah.
So the next day I came in, I was holding. I wouldn't let him fall or nothing.
Walked in barefoot, no socks on.
He washed his shoes before he come in.
No, I don't got no rant. It's been a good week, fellas. I'm just happy with life.
Yeah, man, me too. I don't have any rants this week. Everything's good. Just working, clicking right along.
I've got 2 combined and 1 quick one. It kind of no.
Come here, I'll hold you.
Well, remember one of our first rants where Clint was talking about the motorcycle cop?
Yeah.
So I saw him the day when I was out running, and he was trying to pull someone over, and it was it's in that busy street right there, and he kept going whoop, whoop, whoop. I just want police officers. We respect what you do. This isn't an anti-police officer. Just be understanding that in that situation. Don't make the person panic. They're going 5 miles an hour. They're trying to find a safe place for them and for you so you don't get hurt. So the constant whoop, whoop, whooping and then you getting out and yelling at them makes it worse. Mm-hmm. They're trying to look out for your safety and their safety at the end of the day because that's a busy road and there's a lot of busy roads. Okay, quick rant there. So, but my next 2 combined have to do with the bands. The first is on the college side. Yeah, I know you don't see this coming. First is on the college side. Have you guys seen where Colorado's band has to wait until Shadur's rap song?
I saw that. After they score. Yeah, after they score.
And it has to wait until 15 seconds of it plays. Only when Shadur scores for Colorado to play their fight song. And now at Florida State, they don't play their song on 3rd down anymore because the players want to get their hype song. They want a hype song from a DJ on 3rd down instead of, the chop song. I don't know what it's called. War chant's what it's called. I'm going to echo my buddy Josh Pate. Shout out to Josh Pate on 24/7 Sports. I'm all for players having some control, but this one, someone needs to stay. Nope, not happening. Especially for the majority of you guys who are only coming in for 1 season and leaving.
Yeah, you don't get to change our culture.
You do not get to change the culture. You do not get to change traditions. I think that would be a good point for coaches, administrations, presidents, everybody to go, we've given you guys a lot. That's not one you're going to win. If you don't like it, transfer. You're going to do it anyways. Just get out of here now and save us all the time. Yep. Anyway, and my next little rant, and it's small and it's petty and it's stupid, but I was trying to get down to my wife on Friday night to go see my son during the game. And I had to weave in and out of about 7 or 8 band parents filming the band performance. For my sake and for everyone else's sake that was trying to weave in and out of y'all, we appreciate the bands. We love what you all do. I understand what you're doing, but can you all get everyone's numbers and then you rotate daily? Shoot, we'll let you come up in the booth when we're not there. Shoot it out the window, get whatever you want instead of like 10 people all at once and then making people like me feel guilty because we're just trying to get down to our families, maybe go to the bathroom and we've got to snake in and out of traffic. Just, and maybe they're just shooting one individual. I don't know. I wasn't looking. It was just a little wild. Maybe they can come together. I don't know, but just, it's not really a rant. It's more of a suggestion.
Right.
As everyone just looks at me like I'm an idiot. I'm sure that's happened a lot.
Hey, I wasn't. I promise I wasn't.
Next week on our therapy session.
Yeah. Hey, so, listen, Hayden may have a promotion after this week.
So that will do it for X Sports.
Hey, but seriously though, just in case he's watching, my rant wasn't on the cop. My rant was, I think it's insane for motorcycle cops to write you a seatbelt ticket. That is an oxymoron. I mean, that was my rant. I don't have anything wrong with the cop.
Yeah, I don't have anything wrong with the cop either. Right. Just be understanding that person.
I could just see me pulling out of work tomorrow.
Yeah, 99% of people were trying to look out for everyone's safety.
Brother, I'm taking your brother off my phone list.
Oh gosh, what do you say this time?
Georgia Tech, Graham looked great, buddy.
No, it's not Georgia Tech. That's Vandy.
Oh my gosh.
Go Vols, go Summertown.
He said they're going 7-5.
All right, enough of this insanity from Graham. So for Dusty Kaiser, Clint Brazier, Hayden Burks, I'm AJ Good. We'll see you guys next week.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.